the one pointing the finger. I don't know.
Yes, I am!
What's up, everyone? I'm Zach from Anthem, and I'm here with Luke, Raul, Zach, Lexi. What should I say? What should I call you? What do you want me to call you?
Cam is fine.
He's going by Cam. Cam. Welcome to Gamebois Episode 1. In this video, we wrangled a bunch of buddies to play One Night Ultimate Werewolf, a board game all about deceiving your friends and murdering werewolves. Each player will receive a role. They can be a villager, werewolf, or a special character, like a seer or a troublemaker. We'll get to that later. The goal of the game is to figure out who the werewolves are and to kill at least one of them so that the group can win. Each player will get dealt one card, which is their role for the game, and may look at their own card. Then, 3 cards from the deck will be put in the center of the table, face down. Once everyone knows who they are and what their role is, they may put their own card, also face down, around the center 3. Following the announcer's prompts, we will all go to sleep. There's an app you can download to announce it for you if you don't have one, so we opted for that. Each special character will wake up when prompted and follow the instructions of the announcer, whether it be the Troublemaker, who switches 2 players' cards, or the Seer, who gets to find out the role of one other player of their choice. When the app prompts everyone to wake up, the group has 5 minutes to figure out who to kill in order to protect the rest of the group. I guess we'll just see what happens.
Everyone, close your eyes. Werewolves, wake up and look for other werewolves. If there is only one werewolf, you may look at a card from the center. Close your eyes. Minion, wake up. Werewolves, stick out your thumb so the minion can see who you are. Werewolves, put your thumb away. Minion, close your eyes. Seer.
So I'm Zach, and I drew the Seer card, which means at the beginning of the round, I get to choose one person to secretly check what card they are before some of the cards are switched.
Cards.
Yeah!
Seer, close your eyes. Robber, wake up. You may exchange your card with another player's card, and then view
Yeah.
the card. Robber, close your eyes. Troublemaker, wake up. You may exchange cards between 2 other players. Troublemaker, close your eyes. Everyone, keep your eyes closed and reach out and move your card around slightly. Everyone, wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so
Right away.
does the Seer have anything to say?
Luke's a villager.
Or is it Minion and Werewolf?
Okay, Zach, I suspect you're werewolf and you can be honest because I switched you with Lexi as the Troublemaker.
My strategy going in was to pretend I was the Seer, but then Zach came out as the Seer, and then Cam said that he was the Troublemaker and switched us, and I got really confused.
Wait, so I wouldn't know who I am.
So
then maybe
if
Zach's the
you were
werewolf.
actually if you're the Minion or werewolf and you're protecting Luke right now,
If I were,
He's not. He's not.
I
lying.
stand by.
He is a villager.
Okay, so I'm the Seer.
I
So how
didn't
the
know
f does this
that.
guy know?
How do you know? Are you the Seer?
I'm not the seer.
I am the Seer.
Wait, then how
and
do
I
you
looked
know?
at Luke's card. He was a villager.
No, I am
Again,
the Seer.
before the
Why
cards
are
were
you, why are you
switched.
so chill about me being a
Wait,
villager?
Raul said he's the Seer.
I am the seer.
No, I'm the Seer.
No,
I was
am
the
the
Seer.
seer.
You're the seer. If Zach's the seer.
That's how I know.
I
he's
guess
a
the
villager.
choice is yours.
I'm a terrible liar, so I think people would see through all of my lies. So I wouldn't necessarily lie, but if I lie enough, then they wouldn't necessarily know which lie it's the actual lie.
I did say I'm the villager, and Zach was like, yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe he is,
Why would I side with Luke if I wasn't like for sure?
because I'm very honest.
Because you're the Minion and the Werewolf.
Okay, that is
No, you
that
guys-
is a possibility.
You guys,
Yes.
you guys can both be honest about what you were.
The
if
seer.
there's nothing to
Yeah.
hide because you're
Okay,
not
well, my
wasn't-
story
I
is.
wasn't the troublemaker, so I didn't.
No, I'm the troublemaker. I switched you guys.
I am
So
the
whatever you
villager.
were, you're not that anymore.
I
So you
was.
can be honest about what you were,
bef-
because whatever you were is that.
I was the seer. I looked at Luke's card. He was a villager.
So now Lexi's the seer.
And I put it down too loudly, and I was like, fuck.
So now Lexi's the seer.
So what were you
So now
that
Alexis-
Zach now is? Now that
Villager.
they're switched. You were
You're
a
not a
villager.
villager.
And you're no longer a villager. Now
Luke's
Zach,
a villager.
How am I not a
saying
villager?
Zach is a villager.
Luke is.
I'm not a villager anymore.
So I think that
Luke is
Lexi's
still a
sus,
villager.
which means that Zach is now sus because Zach would have Lexi's card.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say, but
Who were you
sorry.
I was a seer.
What about the
And you
robber?
were a villager before.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I don't think you're a villager. I was like, oh.
What about
I mean, what does the robber do again?
The
Wait,
robber
so you're sure
switches
you're the
their own.
troublemaker?
I'm
Switches-
100% sure I'm the troublemaker. I switched both of your guys' cards, so whatever
Then I
you
think
started as,
Rose-
you're safe to tell us that Zach is that now.
You are. Lexi
Okay,
is
I
the
was the
seer.
werewolf.
Okay, so
Now
it's
Zach is the
So
werewolf.
now,
But Raul says
If we
seer.
trust me
Raul
and
did
Raul.
Raul did say he was the seer. Wait,
No, but I
Raoul's
think
a
Raoul
minion.
might be the minion.
Raoul's-
used to be the minion. No, because then you're not the minion.
No,
Raul's a minion.
Wait,
and
did,
you're
if
the
I
did
lie?
Raoul's change?
Yeah.
mine changed because I changed.
Oh wait, then who did you change with?
Villager. Now I'm a villager.
Then you're the minion.
Then I'm
So
the
you're
minion.
minion to werewolf.
Raul was playing some game, and I have no idea what his strategy is. I'm guessing Minion or I'm guessing either Minion or guessing that he doesn't know what his role is.
And he's a
I trust
robber.
Cam.
I trust Kim, so you're the werewolf.
I trust Luke
He's
that
a
he
robber.
was the villager.
I
Werewolf
am-
and minion.
He.
Yeah, I think
Raul.
it's
Robert?
pretty
No one
clear.
cares, they're-
because I
Anyone
was
who's
the
a
robber.
villager, vote for Zach, because
I-
that's the safest bet.
I was the robber. I switched.
Because
Villager,
the
robber.
Minion can die, and Raul's throwing some Minion vibes out right now.
Why?
Because he's very
Yeah, he
suspect.
keeps switching. He keeps switching.
To be quite honest, I don't trust Raul. He's given me a lot of vibes in this game that I'm not really a fan of. My strategy as the villager is to remind people that I have integrity and that I'm an honest guy. Because honestly, as a villager, there's not much else to do except for be like hella honest.
Only 30 seconds
What if
left.
it's just Cam though?
That's what I ask every day.
No, because then I feel like a minion would have helped. I think it's
I
Zach.
came out pretty strong in the start with what I was and what.
But if
Both
you
people
say
are.
that you're the troublemaker, you have nothing to lose.
Cam is
Other than
going to be a
somebody else being
lawyer,
a troublemaker.
That's true. You're right.
and lawyers
Yeah.
are good at making arguments,
No,
even
but-
if they're
but-
on false
Oh, is it
pretenses.
Cam?
But Cam's a bad
Guys,
lawyer.
guys, this is.
He's jumping on
This
the
is a
bandwagon.
werewolf.
He's
This
the
is
werewolf.
this is a desperate werewolf.
You're the desperate werewolf.
He's the one pointing the finger. I don't know.
Yes, I am.
Zach. 3, 2, 1, flip.
3, 2, 1, flip. Yeah.
Okay, cool. You were telling me.
So I was the robber. It turns out I was a little troublemaker. No, I wasn't the trouble. You were the troublemaker. I was a little scoundrel.
But still, a
Were we
villager.
all telling the truth? Oh, you lied a couple times.
I lied at first
So,
because
yeah, wait.
Raul lied so
I didn't know
much.
if I was
supposed to be
Villager.
that